Hello dear students, welcome back to this channel. I hope you're studying well. Today we have this interesting problem of the students that we are going to discuss. Now some of the students say that ma'am, we don't have so much time to complete the entire revision. So can we just watch a marathon lecture and accordingly we can solve a few RTPs, or maybe we'll solve a compiler or practice manual and we'll go and sit in the examination. So basically they are asking, can we substitute self-study for watching a marathon lecture or a few videos on YouTube, and based on that can we go and sit in the examination because we do not have enough time. What is the solution to this? Let's discuss that in this video. The simple, sweet and short answer is going to be this is not the right strategy. Let me give you the reasons. The number one reason is that when you see these lectures, of course, your concepts will be very clear because the teacher is going to be very good. The teacher knows all the concepts. The teacher is going to use those keywords also. So you will understand every concept. You will also recollect that yes, you studied that also, you studied that also, right? But then you will not have any sort of writing practice, right? And in the examination, it's not just the conceptual clarity that matters. You should be actually able to write that in the answers. You should be able to present the answer in the way it is expected. If you've heard something, then in the examination, you will not be able to frame it properly in English and write it down in the speed that is required. The second side effect is that when you just listen or see someone talking about a lecture, of course, like I said, the concepts will be cleared, but it is very easy to just listen, and when you just listen, only your mind is active. Sometimes not even your eyes are active. You might be looking here and there, you might be walking around. Versus when you actually read a book or when you actually write your own notes, okay, or when you're reading the book, you're underlining, you're marking key important points, you're solving practical questions. This requires not only your brain to be active, your eyes have to be active, and your hands also have to be active. When all of this is in sync, you're so much in focus, you most likely remember those concepts a lot better for reproducing them in the examination, right? So where more effort is put, your result is also way too better. Versus when you just see a lecture like an entertainment video, then most likely you might not remember all of those concepts. You might not able to be giving your best performance in the examination. The next side effect is that just before the examination in the last 2 months, if you're wasting too much time in watching the video lectures, then how are you going to actually do your self-study? Right? Some of the students, they have difficulty in some of the concepts. So they think that 1 month before the examination, 2 months before the examination, they take up 70-hour-long courses or 100-hour-long courses. They think that they will complete it and they will also study and they will sit in the examination. What ends up happening is that most of the time goes up in your coaching, and then hardly you're able to revise it one time or read it one time by yourself. And then obviously in the examination, in the last one day, you will not be able to revise the entire course because you have not revised it enough. Okay, you might do some selective study, or you might lose your mind and you might change the book in the last moment. You might do these kind of small mistakes, and that is going to cost you in the examination. Okay, in the examination, it is very important to be able to revise at least 2 times, right? And just before the examination also, in that one day, you have to touch every single concept so you remember and recollect all of them for the examination, right? If most of your time is just going in coaching or just watching the lectures, you will waste self-study time. And self-study is most important. It is way more important than coaching. You might have heard of so many people who do not take any coaching, but they clear the examination. I also, if I tell you for CS examination, I did not take any coaching and I have all India ranks at executive as well as professional level. So it is important that if you have limited time, then you prioritize your self-study over all of these watching of videos. Now that we have discussed all the different problems with this approach, let's also talk about the right approach. See, there's no harm in watching revision lectures, but when you actually watch the revision lectures, it is important that you have your book on the side. Okay, watch the revision lectures immediately and then read the material also. Underline all the key important points. Simultaneously, you also solve the revision test papers, the past exam papers, the compilers or the practice manuals that are there, so that coaching becomes only 20% of the time that is consumed, versus the remaining 80% of the time goes in actually your own self-study and the revision and practice of the concepts. Have writing practice. That is when you effectively make the most of the coaching that you have taken, or the video lectures or the revision lectures that you have seen. So that is it in this video. I hope it really helps you. I hope you change your strategy because it is going to definitely help you in your examination. Now I'm going to see you again in another video. Meanwhile, take very good care of yourself. Bye-bye.